We now control the metal market.
You've won the auction, mate.
We obey the Unity's will.
140? Wait, she has 150 million subscribers? Jesus! 154 million followers? That's insane! Wow. The 27K views.
Whatever the Unity wills.
I was like, that's it, I'm famous. Don't talk to me.
Guys, it's Charlie, and I'm super excited to be sharing.
Defilers encroach upon us. Hostility research complete.
Man.
We offer the absolution
Man.
of death.
The completion of this item makes us stronger.
Submit to the Unity or be eradicated.
Everything anyone could ever ask to be successful. A virally beautiful face and body. Every
You
opportunity
will find enlightenment in death. A cleansing fire.
talent agency in the
Their
industry.
worlds will burn in the
Reality
Unity's
TV show,
flames.
a TV show,
Planet item ready.
a makeup line,
Holy
a record
fuck.
deal. But there is still a way to mess everything up.
Desecrators assault our world. The Unity has fallen silent on one of our planets.
So, how did the D'Amelio screw up more than $32 million worth of pretty privilege? That's exactly the mystery we're going to uncover.
What the
But
fuck?
not only that, as your mother, you graduated top what we are going to explore how privilege is still failing if you have a terrible brand.
Well, if you're, I think that's the reason why it happened, right? It's like there's a lot of girls. Here's the thing. It's like you can go to Twitch and you can see this. You scroll down and you see plenty of girls with 100 viewers that are
Submit
hot.
to the Unity or be
It's not
eradicated.
like if you're a hot girl, you're gonna instantly have 1 million viewers.
You, yes you, no matter if you have pretty privilege or not, build a successful brand to help you get there. And by brand, I don't just mean slapping a face on a t-shirt. Branding is about future college, future boss, future business easier. And I'm creating this series to analyze
A cleansing fire.
Many of you do not recognize the power they have over a generation of young girls.
Gone drunk? Yeah, of course. Well, who knows if that's what happens, so it's hard to say.
I really don't want to work anymore.
And I think it's so important to be aware.
Speak
and
your mind.
reflective.
The problem is people like that. I feel like with a lot of people that get popular on TikTok, etc., especially for being attractive, let's be real, right? Like what happens is you get
Harmony
older
research
and then
complete.
people aren't as attractive.
Hostility research complete.
That's what happens. And so, like, if you were popular for being hot, and then people don't think you're hot anymore, then you're not going to be popular, right? And you get over, yeah, and then people move on, right? And I think that that's the way it is with a lot of personalities.
We shall do as you command.
We're shaping
Whatever the Unity wills.
The Unity calls us to
how
action.
terribly the D'Amelio franchise flopped.
We are
and we've also
exiles
talked
no
about how
longer.
we could
The
come back
completion
from
of this
the
item
lack of
makes us
brand
stronger.
And the hate
What can I wreck
they
for
always
ya?
cry about.
Control group created.
We shall do as you command.
First,
Whatever the
Eugene
Unity
Helping
wills.
had every
Jesus
single chance
Christ.
to build $1 billion.
An allied world has fallen
Charlie
to the
D'Amelio,
enemy.
For those who have never heard of a small app called TikTok,
drama?
good
Yeah.
for you, is a Connecticut high schooler who is not a nepo baby, an Instagram heiress, or a self-made artist. She started creating dance videos on TikTok in 2019 that quickly broke the
Our
platform
will
and
is
beat world record
transcendent.
as the first person with 50 million
God
followers on TikTok.
damn.
in
See, like,
April
I never even go on TikTok. I don't even know who these people
Whatever
are.
the Unity
It sounds
wills.
crazy. Yeah, I have no idea.
2020, then 100 million in November 2020. The entire
Our fleet
internet
is trapped after
was
arriving at a
dumbfounded
phase
by
That's
jumping
nuts.
center.
because
An
while
allied world has
Charlie
fallen
was
to
a
the
dancer,
enemy.
Many have
Yeah.
claimed her
We
dance
await
is
the
sweet
Unity's
and
command.
mediocre. Surely
Control group
that
created.
people are shallow.
The
and that
Unity
TikTok
calls us to
algorithm prefers
action.
A pretty face,
Harmony
right?
research
Not
complete.
possible at
Yeah,
all.
that's
Control
the obvious
group
reason.
created.
Like, it's just, yeah. I mean, it's so weird that people don't understand this. It's crazy.
Of course, Renegade became the Charli D'Amelio dance because she did it so much better than the original choreographer. And of course, the reason Dixie D'Amelio, Charlie's sister, began blowing up too was that
We
her
seek
natural
minds
talent
to make
faded
our own.
along the way.
Production
All in all,
of the
some
item
people
is
are more on the
complete.
right side of the
They
beauty
will
algorithm
join us
and
or
beauty standard,
die.
and they should embrace it. But as the sisters are dealing with this life-changing fame, which in this day means power, which means money, their parents and new team saw a pot of gold.
There's also a huge problem that a lot of people have is that when a person gets popular for being relatable and likable, like I think that it seems like she did, and like being pretty, and then you get very popular, and then that changes your like demeanor, it changes how you act, it changes like the you know, like you're talking about money all the time, etc. Now you're no longer relatable. Like if you're on like TV shows and stuff like
We are
this,
exiles no
people
longer.
that watch you that are like high schoolers
We await
can't
the
relate to
Unity's
you
command.
anymore whenever you go on Jimmy
Control
Fallon
group created.
and you talk about how many $1 million you have, right?
We seek
Yeah, fame,
minds to
reputation,
make our
popularity.
own.
Exactly, right? And there's plenty of people that doesn't happen with, right? Like it's not like every person who is like successful, like Keanu Reeves, for example, like that didn't happen with him because that's not the perspective. It's not the fact that you have the money, it's how you act with the money. That's really what the
Hostility
difference.
research complete.
Military
Military structure
There
complete.
is so much
Yeah.
possibility when the hype is only rising for the girls. They were seen as the model citizens of
Revenge
TikTok
awaits.
and basically had the attention of every teenage girl in the
Sure.
nation. There was so much potential here for them to grow into the icons and role models for the next generation.
Whatever the Unity
No,
wills.
the D'Amelio parents
An
said,
allied
"Heck,
world has
we are
fallen
the
to the enemy."
Kardashians." And if you're the Kardashians, then being hot is all you need to build a
Harmony
successful
research
business,
complete.
right?
Production of the item is complete.
I always thought Kim Kardashian was really fucking hot.
Revenge awaits.
I do. I think
The
I think
Unity
that, like,
commands
again,
your destruction.
like she is insane, and especially maybe you might want to say not now. Okay, fine. But like whenever she first
Time to
got really
bid.
well known,
Place 'em high.
insanely fucking hot. I don't even think you can compare. That's my opinion. Plastic surgery, hey, they did a good job.
And so
They
what
did a
happened
great
next
job.
Our
was a big,
vengeance is
impressive
yours.
A business venture.
We'll
But if you
consider
take a
it.
closer look, you'll start to
Revenge
realize that
awaits.
is very mid, and that the team behind them is not just uncreative.
We dare
They
not
literally
stray from
throw
our
revenge
path.
At the wall and hope
We
that
await
one
the
will
Unity's command. The Unity calls us to action.
Our shields are offline. We await your command. Research rate upgrade complete.
Doubt clouds our thoughts.
Armor down!
This is so big.
Only
Yeah,
the
it's like, why would
Unity
you-
can save us now.
Something like it breaks the immersion
Severe damage
that people
sustained.
have
All
with,
systems
like, the
are
character.
failing.
Because like
Doubt
now she's
clouds
not
our
like this
thoughts.
goofy girl that's just
If
doing
that is our
videos in
will.
her bedroom. Like now she's like a global brand that's like being pushed around, and it completely destroys the authenticity. And especially young people are looking for that type of authenticity.
Production
Yeah,
of the
it's polka,
item is
exactly, right? It's a
complete.
bad move. I don't know why you would think that's a good
We
idea.
dare not stray from our path.
We seek minds to make our own.
Products.
You've
and
won the
then
auction,
their
mate.
digital appearances
Control
that
group
led to
created.
The ultimate downfall.
Control
From
group created.
2020 to
Hostility research
2023
complete.
alone, they had their
Powering
makeup line with
phase
Morphe, not
engines.
exactly a hit. Then a collaboration drink with Dunkin' Donuts, a fragrance line,
Wow.
a nail polish collection, a
The
mattress,
completion of this
footwear
item
brand,
makes us
a
stronger.
skincare brand, a
We obey the
brand.
Unity's
Well,
will.
I remember, so like this was a crazy thing. Is that like
Revenge
this
awaits.
was during? I don't remember exactly when this was, but it was
We shall
during
do as
New
you
World.
command.
I remember I was playing New
The
World
enemy
in a
will
call
know
about this,
our wrath.
and I was gonna
They
work
will
with these
join
people
us or
and make a type
die.
of food. It was like a beef
The
jerky
Unity
thing.
commands
and
your
then I
destruction.
remember thinking halfway
We are
through this phone
exiles no
call,
longer.
I
We
have
await your
like
command.
50 other fucking things. I'm not a chef.
Research rate upgrade
I don't
complete.
know fucking anything about beef. I don't know how to make beef. What am I doing? what about, I take a step back. What the fuck am I doing with my life? And I was like, yeah, you know what? It's not worth it. Yeah, I'm not doing this. And I think that you see it obviously with the London stuff. I mean, you know, we did do Starforge, right? And so like, it's not that doing something like this is bad, but whenever you have all
the
these
Unity's
products
command.
and there's not like some sort of like interesting like gimmick to them, and they're not funny or like good, then what's the point? Starforge makes sense. Exactly, yeah. I feel like these people are just trying to make money. They're trying to just like put their brand on whenever they can to get their fans to buy it. And I think also, like, if you look at the popularity, it's completely contextualized inside of COVID. Oh wow, big surprise.
Ready.
During COVID,
Production of the item is complete.
They're like buying the shit like crazy. Because you like think about how many people were really popular during COVID.
The Unity
like especially like the
your
Among Us
destruction.
era. Because it made
Desecrators
a bunch
assault
of
our
like
world.
really popular people.
We
like,
seek minds to make
I don't
our
like listing
own.
names because
Control
then
group
it's like I'm like
created.
I'm like
We
making
have
a list of all the
cleansed the
people that
planet
fell
of
off.
heathens.
So I don't think I
An
need
allied
to though,
world
right?
has
Like we all
fallen to
know
the
who they
enemy.
are.
The Unity
There's
has
tons of
fallen
people who
silent
used
on
to
one
be
of our
super
planets.
popular. Everybody
We
knew them,
are
and
ready.
now they're just like nobody.
We await the
Nobody
Unity's
cares about them.
command.
And that's what happened.
We
with a
await
lot
your
of
command. Not enough crystal.
I don't know which creative genius idea it was to tell the Demelios to dress up as Walmart employees in
We
order
seek
to promote
minds
this
to make our
relatable,
own.
fun brand.
Revenge
And all they did was
awaits.
to mock the working class where labor was only a fun activity.
We
for
seek
them.
minds to make
Being
our
so
own.
incredibly talented while launching back to back to back to
We
back
await
to
the
back
Unity's
businesses.
command.
Charlie D'Amelio,
Harmony
of course, had the
research
time to write
complete.
a book in 2020.
The
future
called
is
essentially
ours.
Charlie, the ultimate
Destiny
guide to keeping
unfolds.
it real,
We await the Unity's command.
Oh my god.
Control group created.
This is so ridiculous. That's crazy. The audacity, it's amazing.
Hostility research
What
complete.
is this? It's targeted for 10-year-old girls? I know it's not targeted for me, okay?
became a New York Times bestseller.
Wow.
If there was an award for launching the most number of unmemorable businesses, the D'Amelios probably would have won.
I think
Production of the item is complete.
I think it's not just that. It's that COVID caused a lot of young people and a lot of people who were naive to get invested onto the internet. And because of people's heightened level of like attention to the internet. So this is a phenomenon that's very weird. It's that during recessions, people actually spend more on entertainment
await the
and other
Unity's
types
command.
of distractions. So what
The
ended up
Unity
happening
calls
is like
us
COVID
to
effectively
action.
functioned as a recession. And what it did is it caused people to be inside all the time. And if you're inside all the time, you're constantly on the internet. Well, you're going to have a higher probability of getting parasocial with some person on TikTok, right? And that's the reason why it happens. I think that's why these people blew up so much on TikTok. And now, like, after that kind of moved on, then everybody else did too. And also, I think that COVID brought, like, it's basically like there were
Hostility
different, like,
research
measures of
complete.
magnitude that brought a lot of people onto the internet. And like in 2010,
seek
it was a lot
minds
of
to
people.
make
In
our
2006, it was a lot of people.
We
I would
obey
say
the Unity's
2016,
will.
It was a lot of people. And I think
Military
that in
structure
COVID,
complete.
like now, basically,
We shall
the
do as you
entire
command.
culture is online because of COVID.
Whatever
And
the
a lot of
Unity
these people are being
wills.
exposed for the first time to a lot of this like influencer stuff and branding stuff. And
Whatever
them
the
being
Unity
naive to it,
wills.
I think that they bought into it and played into it a lot. And that's why, and if I talk about this from like an industry level, the amount of money that you can make
Desecrators
nowadays from
assault our world.
sponsorships is
The Unity has
substantially
fallen
lower
silent
than
on
what
one
you
of
could
our
make in
planets.
2021.
Time to bid.
And I'm
Place
talking
of
about
eye.
like, you know, view
Is it
for
time?
view, dollar for dollar, right? I'm not saying like, oh, views are lower, so money's lower. Yeah, obviously. I'm saying even, you know, adjusted for that inflation, it's still lower. It's because you don't
Production
have people
of
that
the
are
item
activating
is
on ads like
complete.
this because
Very
there's like a
wise.
diminishing return on it. There's a cooldown on it. And
We are ready.
it's like you have this happen. Like you can't,
Is it
not
time?
everybody can sell something to every person.
Say no
There's
more.
only so much attention and so much money to go around.
That's my laundry being finished. If I didn't tell you, you probably don't even know half of these brands existed.
Yeah.
And some of them
No idea.
deceased. Because
Hostility
honestly, by the
research
speed that these
complete.
products were launched immediately following the blow up, there is just no way that they were developed with care and passion from Charlie and Dixie. These brands
it
have
time?
no connection with them. Like, why shoes? Why popcorn? Why
Who the fuck? Like, who thought it was a good idea to make Be Happy
Destiny
snacks,
unfolds.
Parmesan? Oh my god.
We are ready.
Cotton
Whatever
candy
the
and
Unity
popcorn?
wills.
Who the fuck would eat that?
Is it time?
You've won the auction, mate.
Jesus, yeah, same shit with
Say
different
no
print-on-demand
more.
products. Yeah,
Production
basically, right?
of the item is
I think this is
complete.
the same as like the lunch
We
leaf thing,
seek
right?
minds
It
to
pretty
make
much
our
is.
own.
Where you've got people
The
that are
enemy will
basically
know
putting
our
out
wrath.
the same product for a
Their
higher
worlds
price
will
to get people
burn
to
in the
pay for it,
Unity's
and
flames.
hopefully the marketing of their brand is
Revenge
going to push
awaits.
the product enough to where they're able to compete in the market.
We
But
await the
problem is
Unity's
that,
command.
Like, this does work to like a
The
limited
Unity
extent,
commands your
but
destruction.
whenever you're actually selling a
The
product that
completion
people
of this
want to
item
use
makes
and
us
they're buying
stronger.
it for a function rather
Their
than to
worlds
support a
will burn
creator.
in the Unity's
Like, this is why,
flames.
for example,
Another planet joins
almost
the
any
Unity.
creator can sell merchandise and it will do well. But when you're selling a product, people want a product to fulfill a function. So, like, for example, if you sell a computer, people want the computer to
We
work.
await the Unity's
So it doesn't
command.
really matter about like their relationship with the player, or not the player, sorry, the content creator.
We are ready.
They
Control group
they still need the
created.
computer to work,
The
right?
Unity calls
They
us
still
to
need this to
action.
happen.
Is
so
it time?
I think popcorn and
Destiny
other types of food is the
unfolds.
same way. If
Say
you're
no
buying
more.
this,
Production
this isn't
of the
a way to
item is
support them.
complete.
You're buying this for
We
a
are
purpose, and if
ready.
it doesn't fulfill that
Control
purpose,
group created.
then you're just going to go to
All
a
shall
competitor.
join the Unity
That's
in
why.
time.
What about Pokimane selling
They
those
will
cookies at a
join
huge
us
price
or
increase,
die.
saying Vibro Koi?
Is it time?
Here's what I'm saying, is that how do we know how well those cookies are doing? How many people are buying those cookies? I haven't seen the balance sheet for that. Until I see the balance sheet, I would assume that they're probably not doing very well. That's my honest opinion. I bet they're probably not doing very well. It seems like
Hostility
something that's not
research
really going to happen.
complete.
Try them? I did try them.
Why popcorn? Why mattress? It's
Yeah.
just slapping the D'Amelio
Your
label
presence
on a
is
bunch of
strong.
consumer goods that are very mid themselves.
D'Amelio footwear is recommended by doctors to treat broken ankle. Don't
Item
mistake your
complete.
feet.
We are stronger
Crazy
now.
that the Kardashians were Hailey Bieber. Yes, they also launched and flopped brands, but
Of course.
the brands that we will remember and rave about are the brands that they care about and rave about themselves. Kim Kardashian is known for her iconic body, so what does she launch?
Yeah, obviously.
Skims, a shapewear company that has quality products that
Mm-hmm.
could sell even on their own. Kylie Jenner, known for her lips, so Mama Chris
We
told her to
are
launch
ready.
Kylie Cosmetics.
The Unity
surprise.
commands
The
your
woman is
destruction.
constantly showing her glowy skin, and each launch is super creative and tied to her personally. Emma Chamberlain, vlog
A
with
cleansing
for 4 years.
fire.
It just makes so much sense to have a coffee company.
The
and she
future
has
is
killer
ours.
Creatives.
I
Alex,
think that
Very
this is also
wise.
what happened back then.
Control
is that
group
a lot of
created.
people saw
Is
how
it
much
time?
money they could make by selling products
Destiny
as content creators,
unfolds.
and then they just
Speak
tried to
your
do
mind.
as much as they possibly could. Everybody was, it was like basically
Very
a gold rush.
wise.
Like, how can we figure out a
future
way
is
that we
ours.
can monetize the
Destiny
most people
unfolds.
in the most ways?
We await your
Scam
command.
City? Well, like, it's not even really a scam. Like,
Production
in a lot
of
of
the
cases, these aren't
item is
scams.
complete.
It's just a product that's overpriced.
Submit to the
Like a
Unity
scam is
or
whenever
be
you buy a
eradicated.
banana and you get a tomato. This is you buy a banana, but it's $7.
Earl's merch. Very on brand with her personality.
We
The
have
fact that you don't
cleansed
even
the
know
planet
the
of
name
heathens.
Of the quote-unquote
The
brand
future
launched
is
by the
ours.
D'Amelios shows you how
The completion of this
disconnected they are
item
from
makes us
these
stronger.
brands. And it is so funny
Say
to read
no
Charlie
more.
D'Amelio's brand
Hostility
inspiration for
research
the shoes
complete.
as, quote, we
Speak
are always
your
in
mind.
heels, we are walking carpets,
Very
we dump
wise.
all the uncomfortable
We await
blister
your
filled shoes
command.
before. So it's
An
been really
allied
nice
world
to
has
be able
fallen to the
look
enemy.
into our closets and see, what are we missing and what do we have that we can make better? Clearly, extremely relatable to their teenage girl fan base
Right.
who walk in heels and go to carpets all day. And clearly, the dream shoes for the teenage boys who follow them because of their hotness.
I love you so much. We love you.
We shall do as you command.
I love you, Charlie. You're the goat.
It's crazy how they're
Speak your mind.
That's the thing, right? That's it. It's a bunch of teenagers, right?
Whatever
and like
the
high
Unity
school kids.
wills.
And the
We
thing
are
is that
ready.
this is just
Whatever
the reality,
the
right?
unity
is that
wills.
people that are really popular with high school kids,
We await your
this
command.
is something that doesn't last because people,
The future
I mean,
is
unless
ours.
you're really stupid, don't stay in high school for more than 4 years. So, and that's assuming that they find you when they're a freshman. So what ends up happening is that also, who do high schoolers like watching? People that are around the age of other high schoolers. Like, you guys remember this whenever, you know, we were kids? Like, you would want to watch and relate to somebody that's around your age. So now that this woman is like, you know,
Whatever
I
the
don't know how
unity
old she is now,
wills.
but she's a good degree older, and it's very obvious that she's
Another
not in high school
planet
anymore.
joins the unity.
Very obvious. Now
credits
it's
are
harder for
required.
that demographic to relate to her. That's the issue.
Is it time?
She's 20
Destiny
now?
unfolds.
Yeah, if you're 20, you're not
The
in high school.
unity calls us to action.
20 is too
Mining
old,
upgrade
man.
complete.
Think about it.
The entire marketing team never gave a single thought to who the targeted demographic is, because it is not women in their 20s
Yeah.
and 30s with actual
The
purchasing
future
power
is
who will want
ours.
to wear these
It's like
hot
Super
pink
Senior.
Say no more.
pumps,
Super
Time to
senior.
bid,
which
place
is
them
actually a
high.
hard concept for the D'Amelio sisters to grasp,
Yeah,
because
somebody says the difference between
More
16 and
credits
20
are
is huge.
required.
It's massive. Like it's gigantic. Like I'm surprised anybody is thinking that it's not.
The completion
tremendous.
of this item makes
Absolutely.
us stronger.
they never had to work a single day since
Right.
they had enough money to do whatever they want since 17. And at this point,
We
it is
are
apparent
ready.
that the main issue is the D'Amelios don't know why.
Control
to
group
follow.
created.
Frankly, it is hard.
I don't either. I don't get it. I've never got. I don't understand it. I have no idea. I mean, maybe it's like guys follow them because they're cute. Okay, yeah, sure.
Hostility research
But like,
complete.
all right, now what?
To answer that question,
Yeah.
as many still only know Charli D'Amelio as the famous TikToker who dances and not much more. Surely, digital appearances should help,
Right.
right? On the personal
Ooh, 2 out of
branding
8.
side, although it seems like the D'Amelio family has done so much since Charli became famous on TikTok, everything they
Yeah.
worked on somehow only made them less and less
Planet item
relevant.
ready.
Jesus.
Mining upgrade complete.
31,000
We
views.
now control the metal market.
You've won the auction, mate.
Wow. That's bad. Holy fuck.
And less likable.
She's so
Don't
out
get me
of
wrong,
touch, it's crazy. What does it say? Can we just cancel her already? Oh my god.
We are ready.
This is what I was
We
saying before.
obey the
is like,
unity's will. The unity calls
it's
us
somebody
to
like
action.
Paris Hilton
The
or Donald
completion of this
Trump.
item makes us
Like,
stronger.
they're famous
Is
for
it
being
time?
a rich
Say
asshole,
no
basically,
more.
right?
Another
But
planet
like, this girl
joins
is
the
trying to be
unity.
relatable. And you can't do that and be super rich. That's not how it works.
We are ready.
Is it
Don't get me
time?
wrong, I respect the hustle of the family, where they really tried to emulate the Kardashian grind and did everything possible to stay relevant. But they did not understand the full price of monetizing
Commerce
them
upgrade
and what
complete.
it truly takes.
We are
for a
exiles
family
no
to become
longer.
a money printing machine
Yes,
like
I
the
don't have all
Kardashian
day.
clan. Either their
Control
gene
group
is very
created.
lazy or has
The
no
unity calls us to
creativity.
action.
Since growing up, the D'Amelio
I think it's no creativity, in my opinion. You're selling a fucking mattress. There's only one man who can sell a mattress.
Whatever
That's
the
Shaq.
unity wills.
Other than that, I'm not interested.
Planet item ready.
launched a podcast because
that's
every
it.
other influencer under the
It's the
sun
only
did,
guy.
called Two Chicks Podcast. They made a total of 27 episodes before asking the question, is this what the girls actually want to do?
Jesus Christ, 4K views, 2.4K views. Yeah,
We are ready.
I really think it's crazy that a girl that got famous for being pretty and dancing thought that people wanted to listen to her talk.
The completion of this item
In
makes
all of
us
your
stronger.
videos, it's music.
Revenge
talking.
awaits.
What were you
Desecrators
thinking?
assault our world. Commerce upgrade complete.
Really,
The enemy will
just
know
your
our
role.
wrath. Their worlds will burn in the Unity's flames.
Do they have any?
The Unity commands
Dixie
your
began doing
destruction.
YouTube, and so did Charlie. They had their family YouTube channel.
The Anima
which
are
had a lot of
restless.
backlash since
They want to have a backstory. They want to have a backstory.
Shields are compromised.
Oh God.
We seek minds to make our
where the
own.
girls were seen as extremely rude and inspired.
The Anima are
by the
restless.
chef made meal. Dixie threw it up in front of everyone, and Charlie said it's better to get dino nuggets.
Sometimes happens when
We seek minds to make our own. The enemy will know
At this
our
point,
wrath.
the Demelu brand
It's just obnoxious. It's obnoxious and annoying. Like, who likes that?
Revenge
Like, who likes a
awaits.
person like that? Like, it's and she didn't even throw
Is it
up.
time?
Like, you can like I can tell because you'd move your back like this, right? If you're gonna throw up, she'd throw up. Probably just spit it out.
Speak your mind.
We are in grave danger without
are
our
out of
armor.
touch with their audiences, who likely don't live in the large mansion with
Yeah.
private chefs, but that's okay. They don't have
Revenge
to build a
awaits.
relatable brand. If they want to be more aspirational, like Taylor Swift or Billie Eilish, they could keep their mystique and stop
Commerce upgrade complete.
family content. But no, the team behind the D'Amelio's wanted them to be the Kardashians and put them on a reality TV show.
The
even
completion of this item makes us stronger.
See, like, I love watching videos like this because, like, I am inside of the male space of Space Marine 2, Elden Ring, and
The
like we
Anima
just
are
got done watching
restless.
Conan the
Our
Barbarian.
will shall be done.
And so, like, this is like a whole other universe to me.
Revenge awaits.
And it's astonishing for me to see how big it is. It's like a fucking parallel universe that I just never see.
after the YouTube family channel
It's
backlash.
nuts.
While they lack the very essential elements of the Kardashians to be interesting,
Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. My God,
sex tapes, celebrity scandals, divorces, pregnancies, the D'Amelios are just
We seek minds to make our own.
I need some excitement.
I mean,
Control group created.
I really don't think that you guys really think I'm wrong about that shit? Y'all really thought I was wrong? Yes?
Defense upgrade complete.
I don't.
pregnancies. The D'Amelios are just too normal
Yeah.
and unproblematic compared to other celebrities.
They're boring. They're boring. That's the reason. Most people, and this is why a lot of Among Us people fell off, is because they're boring. They're boring. There's no. This is why streamers fall off too. Is because they're boring. Like, they don't have any interests. They don't have anything they like talking about. They don't have a personality. Their personality is their stream. Like, I'm telling you, like, I'm gonna just say it. I'm gonna just fucking say it. So, like, if I'm hanging out with streamers, every single time I'm talking to them about their stream.
We await
If
the
I hang
Unity's
out with
command.
guys that do YouTube, we can have a range of conversations about things that don't have to do with their immediate analytics.
We seek minds to
Like,
make our
it's
own.
actually crazy. Like,
Hostility
I can just
research
chill and we
complete.
can have conversations about, like, random shit. It's not a big deal.
More credits
but I
are
think
required.
That also, like, this
We are
brand
exiles
of
no
influencer
longer.
content creator,
Item
the
complete.
super
We are stronger
unproblematic,
now.
always
One of our
always says the
allies
right
reports
thing
that they have
never
built a new
has the
type of
wrong
warship.
opinion or the bad take.
Revenge
brand
awaits.
Is
A
like
cleansing
massively
fire.
because people
We
have
seek
already
minds
like
to make
it's
our
just
own.
boring now. It's extremely boring, and so like and you see a
An
lot of
ally
these
has
content
lost a
creators that
starbase.
came out of this era. These people are like a single-digit percentage the size and popularity that they used to be. It's because it's boring now. And
Our
I think
will
people
is
realize
transcendent.
it has
Defense
an
upgrade
expiration date.
complete.
It does.
Revenge
Like, I've seen
awaits.
it happen a lot because I've made content for years, and I've
Submit
seen
to
plenty
the
of people
Unity
pop off
or
like
be
this,
eradicated.
and then boring and disingenuous. Exactly, yeah.
Is underway.
People want authenticity. I don't even think that people want entirely authenticity. I think people want entertainment, and in order for people to be entertained in a general degree, they want to think that it's authentic. Like Drewski, for example, does skits constantly. Well, those aren't authentic, but he's fucking funny.
Hostility research
So
complete.
it's about the entertainment.
We are exiles no longer. The completion
Even
of this
talking
item
about them
makes
is
us
boring?
stronger.
and Dixie hating each other.
No, I think it's so cute that you riding on my coattails.
We await the Unity's command.
Control group created. Control group created.
Which is so hard to watch because it's not authentic.
I was caught off guard and then expected to be like, oh my god, this is so perfect. You know what? Why don't you put this song on my album? Do it.
An allied world has fallen to the
Probably did
enemy.
damage their relationship.
We shall
as
do
well.
as you command.
What the hell just happened? Like, I thought you were the only person I could really trust in the world. It's not fair to me. So, how are we supposed to live with each other anymore?
In addition, the fact
So
Our
boring.
vengeance is yours.
You
Like,
will find
it's like
enlightenment in death.
Your
just-
bid was
it's-
insufficient.
It's so boring. Like there's no like
We await the Unity's command.
the reason
The
why something
anima
like
are
Jersey
restless.
Shore was really good was because of crazy shit happening.
Hostility
Nobody wants to
research
watch a reality
complete.
show that's boring.
Whatever the Unity wills.
that almost every single
Defense
episode is
upgrade
about the
complete.
sisters facing hate
Another
from people on
planet joins
internet
the
due to
Unity.
their massive following.
Who
and massive
Whatever
presence
the
online
Unity
is very
wills.
jarring for the audience.
Well,
Not
it's not something that people can relate to. Like as somebody,
Ready
I've had
for
to deal with my
action.
fair share of internet hate
Control
over the
group
years.
created.
It can be very draining. It can be, but you're not going to tell somebody who works as a cashier that reading tweets makes you
The
depressed.
completion of this item
They're
makes
not
us
going to
stronger.
understand that. Even though you are completely entitled to the way that you feel, and them having a different job than you does not invalidate your feelings, they're still not going to give a fuck.
saying that the hate they're dealing with is not valid or
We have
fair.
cleansed
But
the
to
planet
their
of
viewers who don't
heathens.
understand a life
We
of
sense
never
Why would
that
they
an
care about
enemy
that?
has
Yeah.
fallen.
routine,
Their
having the
impurities
luxury of
no
time to
longer risk
privately
polluting the
imagine
Unity.
and complain
Another
is very
planet joins the
awkward,
It is.
where there's
Unity.
a lack of awareness of privilege. The
It's
biggest challenge
obnoxious. Yeah, it's super obnoxious.
An allied capital
Yeah.
ship has been
the hate
destroyed.
that come from having hundreds of millions of followers,
That's
where many
horrible.
cannot even afford a roof over their heads and have to stress about where the next
Completely
meal
unrelatable.
is. The impression of Charlie and Dixie not being appreciative of the capital, money, and power they have is not only unrelatable, but also unlikable. And if they're building brands,
I think
after
it's the unlikability too. And I think also the more that you try to market yourself as like a brand rather than a person, I think that people
Speak
resent
your
that, even
mind.
though I think it's healthier. Like, and this is the problem, is that a lot of people want parasocial relationships online, but they shouldn't get them.
Whatever the Unity wills.
brands after brands
Defense
that
upgrade
depend on
complete.
their personal brand and people liking them, then if people don't like
The
them,
anima are
then
restless.
Of course, the brands they release
We'll
everything must
consider
flop.
it.
In
Well,
addition,
to be fair, people
We
say that about
are
every
ready.
popular person that's not like an artist or something. Like, they say that about Kim Kardashian, but she's still popular. Like, they say that about everybody. It's not really that big
how
of a
each
deal.
product has no soul or passion. Since the very start, except for maybe Charlie and
Hostility
Madame,
research
there was not a
complete.
soul or passion
The
in
completion
every
of this
project they
item
did
makes us
touch on.
stronger.
Familiar footwear is recommended by doctors to treat broken ankles. Don't say you can't say.
I'm not sure if Dixie D'Amelio even wanted to be a TikTok star or singer, while always being overshadowed by Charlie.
It's always your time to shine.
When the entire enterprise was born because of the lucky, or perhaps unlucky, pretty privilege without a social
The Unity
connection.
calls us to action.
As soon as the halo effect of a pretty face or body gets tiring and loses its shine. All in
Yeah,
all,
exactly. Like,
Exotics have
again,
been
it's just
unveiled
like,
by our
of course
scryers.
you're gonna have.
We are
like, you can't
exiles no
relate to,
longer.
like, her
We await
audience
your
is probably a bunch
command.
of people in high school.
Mining upgrade complete.
So whenever you're not in high school, it's going to be harder
Control
for you to relate to
group
people that
created.
are in high school.
Planet item ready.
What? What is that? No fucking shit. Fucking obviously, that's how it is.
I do think Charlie and Dixie are sweet girls and handle way
Yeah.
too much pressure from their team and perhaps even their parents, who just want to milk the fuck out
The
of their
completion
fame
of this
and
item
give.
makes us
But like I
stronger.
said before, a brand cannot just be built.
We
in one
obey
day.
the
You can't
Unity's
just launch
will.
20 things in 4 years hoping one will stick if you don't have an ounce of passion for any of them. So what does make sense for the
Control
Dominion
group
brand?
created.
How could they create something
We shall do as you
sustainable without
command.
further decreasing their likability?
I don't
We
think they
seek
can,
minds to
honestly.
make
That's
our
my opinion.
own.
I think that
Powering
that type of
phase
popularity
engines.
was a
Hostility
perfect storm
research
of like
complete.
COVID,
Production
being young
of the
and
item is
relatable to, like high school
complete.
kids, and also the amount of like kind of naive people that were coming into the
Planet
space,
item ready.
right? I see this happen with streamers all the time. Is like there are a lot of streamers that like have a pop-off moment where like they get a lot of viewers, right? Whether it's a streamer that had 100 viewers that gets 1,000, or a streamer with
We
1,000
obey
viewers that
the
gets
Unity's
5,000 per day.
will.
Mining upgrade
Most
complete.
people end up having
Exotics
an
have been
opportunity like
unveiled
that
by
in
our
one way or
scryers.
another.
Speak your mind.
But it's not about whether you get an opportunity
completion of
like
this
that. It's
item
about
makes
whether
us
you can
stronger.
capitalize on that opportunity and take advantage of it.
Revenge awaits.
First, they need to make a very conscious decision of whether they want to be influencers or celebrities,
Control
which are
group
two
created.
very separate
Another
concepts.
planet
If they just
joins
want to
the
play
Unity.
a role that is aspirational, then don't overexpose themselves by appearing on every show,
Yeah.
network possible. Keep the mystique. And if they want to be influencers, they need to be way more self-aware and aware of what is normal outside of their multi-million bubble. Stop pretending that they are just a normal family only worth $32 million in a mansion and being
That's
respectful
We await your command.
towards the audience that they've been cashing out on. And
The
stop
Unity calls
contradicting
us to
themselves by
action.
Stop pretending to be dramatic and problematic in their shows for the sake
Production
of
of
views,
the
and just
item
stay
is
true to who they are.
complete.
Maybe they don't care.
The problem
Mining
is that
upgrade
the
complete.
Kardashians are crazy and they do stupid, weird shit.
We
If you're
await
not
the
doing
Unity's
stupid,
command.
weird shit and being obnoxious,
We
and
shall do
annoying,
as you command.
then why would anybody want to watch your reality
Planet
TV
item
show?
ready.
That's boring. People don't want to watch reality; they want to watch hyper reality. So unless you're doing that, then you're
Our
wasting your
will
time.
is transcendent.
About music, popcorn, mattress, and that is okay. Which brings up second. They need to stop launching brands. The next brand launch needs to be something so thoughtful.
Hostility
and something
research
they
complete.
Absolutely love. Because so much
Powering
trust has
phase
already been
I wish I was
lost.
just happy on my 8-hour shift scanning groceries. I wish I was rich enough to work retail for fun. I wish I was rich. Yeah, it's a bunch
Their
of kids.
worlds will burn
Absolutely.
in the Unity's
Yeah,
flames.
that's why.
Harmony
It's again,
research
she was
complete.
relatable, but now she's rich, and so she's not relatable. It's pretty simple.
They need
Duh.
to let every milliounce of the next product to show that they poured their soul and their heart into it. And maybe they're not passionate about anything right now, which is also okay. Do some soul searching
Mining
first
upgrade
and develop
complete.
a product that their audiences actually need. And to be honest, if they don't care
We
about
await
products,
the
they
Unity's
don't need to
command.
create
Yeah.
one. There is already enough money to be made from working
Planet
with
item
existing
ready.
brands that align with them.
Scryers have
They're not sure
located a
about
divine
Dixie, but
artifact.
Charlie's initial dream
Behold
was
its
related to
power.
dance, and her going on
Exotics
Dancing
have
with
been
the Stars
unveiled
was
by
a
our
great one.
scryers.
It just aligns so well with who she is at the core. Instead of starting drama just to start drama with Dixie about pursuing singing. Many people initially follow Charlie because of the positive energy she brings. And maybe from dance, she could create a product that finally connects with her. That helps solve problems
Harmony
for her
research
as a
complete.
dancer. Like gear that prevents dance injury that can eventually be pushed out to a broader athletic
A
market
cleansing
or dance
fire.
I don't even know if that would be possible, because it's not like she's like a really she's not like a great dancer, right? I mean,
We have
it's
cleansed
just
the
another
planet
girl
of
doing
heathens.
TikTok dances.
Another
it.
planet joins the Unity.
Like I like really that's the reason why these girls are popular isn't because they're good at dancing, it's because they're attractive. That's the reason. Like I'm sorry, but like there it is.
that's extremely durable yet comfortable and cute during practice that could eventually
Commerce upgrade
That's usually
complete.
walking.
Instead of
That's
pop-
usually
The completion
fighting
of this
attractive.
item
Yeah.
makes us
said,
stronger.
although times have changed and the D'Amelio sisters are highly unlikely to regain that surreal level of mass attention again, all they need to do is to build a stronger connection with their
Our will
existing
is
massive following,
transcendent.
instead of treating them
We
like
seek
cash
minds to
promotions
make
be
our
sold as
own.
products to, and stop doing and saying problematic, offhanded things or complain about their privileges to be further disliked.
Yeah, nobody cares about like a content creator's problems.
Revenge
Like
awaits.
I've said this before, right? And like this
The
is
unity
why I don't
calls
really
us
talk
to
about
action.
a lot of like issues and problems that I have. Like, of course, there's like issues and problems. Like nobody gives a shit, right? Like I remember Hassan had that thing happen. Like everybody was really mad. And the problem is like the problem is that I agree that the issues are real and they're legitimate and they should be taken seriously. But at the end of the day, if people aren't taking them seriously and they're getting mad about them,
Whatever the unity
it's like an
wills.
issue of like the customer's always right. If people don't like this and you keep giving it to them, it doesn't matter whether you're right or not.
The unity
if
wills.
they're not buying the product.
The completion of this item makes
Right?
us
Whether that's
stronger.
streams,
We
a
obey
reality
the
TV show, or
unity's
anything
will.
else.
The future is ours.
Pretty privilege can
Say
pay
no
for,
more.
but cannot last a lifetime. Ultimately,
never does.
it still comes to
We
good
are
intentions,
ready.
authenticity,
Whatever the
hard
unity
work
wills.
to build a long-lasting
Commerce
brand,
upgrade
which
complete.
the D'Amelio sisters are capable of, and can have a rise to their careers again if they choose to use their influence for good impact. That's how to grow real
Harmony
influence
research
instead of
Because the customer isn't always right. That's such a dumb cliche. Stop it.
Is it time?
Okay. Well, you're entitled to your opinion.
Destiny unfolds.
I think that if you ever make a product and you go to market with that product,
Another
I think
planet
that you're in
joins the
for
unity.
Some very unfortunate reality
We
checks.
await your command.
Yeah, you're in. Like I again, you'll figure it out. It's okay.
a pretty follower account. Let me know your thoughts if you think the D'Amelio brand was a flop or not, and comment below which celebrity
More
you
credits are
analyze this
required.
through a marketing perspective. This
The
is your
completion
marketing
of this
bestie,
item
Zoe
makes us
Unlimited. Share this
stronger.
video for impact.
Production of the item is
I
complete.
think it's a pretty good video.
More
Like,
credits are
I'm gonna be
required.
real. I had no idea that like these girls were so popular. I'm gonna link y'all this video. I had no idea about
Revenge
this. Like this is
awaits.
actually pretty good. The customer as a collective is always right. The customer as an individual is not. Yeah. Well, no. Anybody who
The
understands the
unity calls
concept
us to action.
like knows what I'm talking about. But like, yeah, I think
Control
that
group
obviously,
created.
you know, like they were very popular because they were pretty girls
Harmony
that, you know,
research
high school
complete.
kids could relate to, right? Then you get older, you're super rich. Now you're like in a mansion.
Logistics
You're not in high
upgrade
school
complete.
anymore. Those people can't relate to you anymore. And they've already grown up. Like these are people now that they're like 21 and they were 17. Now they're 21. They're like watching you in a mansion
Harmony
crying
research
while they're
complete.
barely trying to like finish their degree working at Pizza Hut. Like the relatability really isn't there. And the relatability is what made them popular. So there's plenty of people like Donald Trump isn't relatable in the same way, but he didn't get popular because of that, right? And so I think the issue is that people don't understand, like this is an issue with that a lot of streamers have too. They don't understand why people
We
watch
seek minds to make our own.
That's the biggest issue. The customer's always right in terms of taste. It's true for both a group and individual cases. If I don't want to argue, like anybody who thinks
Desecrators
that's not
assault
true,
our
it's like,
world.
it's
The unity
you
has
can't
fallen
reason a person
silent
out
on
of
one
a
of our
position they didn't reason
planets.
themselves into, right? And so I have no business and no intention of trying to fucking prove somebody wrong. People think Trump is
The
like their
future
everyman. He's
is
a real
ours.
down-to-earth, relatable American.
Say
not
no
in
more.
not in the way that I'm talking about,
Destiny
right?
unfolds.
We are
TikTok
ready.
PDFs a big part in the popularity. Oh yeah. I mean that's always what happens, right? No one thinks that. No, some people do think that. No, it's true. He's right that some people do think that.
Logistics upgrade
Parents
complete.
definitely pushing too young girls to be celebrities. It's sad how people
More
don't realize
credits
how much
are
people
required.
use pretty privilege. Yeah, being attractive is a huge buff. Like it obviously
Civilian
is.
structure
Anybody thinks it's not
complete.
as crazy. Like it's the same reason. Like and like for a guy it matters, but like for girls it matters way
Civilian
more.
structure complete.
Like you can look at like the top, you know,
The
100
future
TikTok
is
guys,
ours.
and a lot of them are
Say
going to be
no
attractive,
more.
right? But if you look at the top 100
Another
TikTok
planet
girls,
joins the
every
unity.
single one of them is going to be attractive. Because that's
Civilian
what sells,
structure
that's what people wanna
complete.
see. That's just reality. It's the same thing as Twitch or on YouTube or anything like that. So yeah, I mean, if you have it's unhealthy though.
Civilian
it's
structure
it doesn't
complete.
matter whether it's healthy or not. This is just the way it is, right?
Time to bid.
Being
Place
pretty
some
animals, like
eye.
plus 30 charisma and luck. Yeah, something like that.
We seek minds to make our own.
That's why when actresses get a
We
certain age, they
obey
want
the
roles for them are
unity's
witches.
will.
Jesus Christ.
Is it time?
That
Very
one must have come
wise.
from the YouTube comments. Oh boy. Okay, yeah, I got to I'll link you guys the video if you go to like this is good. I've got to do my podcast today, and I have to do some other stuff after that. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready and do all that, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, boys. Peace. See ya. Bloodborne is getting announced tomorrow for sure, 100%.
Our will is transcendent.
Watch this Jimmy video. Well, we might not get another good MMO.
I've been on this
Maximum civilian orbit slots
every
reached.
major MMO recently.
Civilian structure
he tried
complete.
WoW. Like, I haven't had a chance to watch the video. I eventually will.
And it got me thinking, and I might be the first one to ever have this thought.
Civilian structure complete.
I don't think we're getting another good MMO for a while. Other games that come out, they follow a very similar life cycle. A big mountain
Civilian
slope.
structure
You start out at the
complete.
top, everyone's talking about the game.
You've won the
it kinda
auction,
just
mate.
slopes down and loses its player base
Yeah.
over time. I mean, it's a typical life
Not
cycle
enough
for a game.
crystal.
Very natural.
The completion
MMORPGs,
of
on
this
the other
item
hand,
makes
follow a
us
very
stronger.
different looking life
Civilian
cycle. They come in all
structure
shapes and
complete.
sizes. They might start out
Revenge
with a bang, they
awaits.
might start out at the bottom
Commerce
and work their
upgrade
way up.
complete.
But basically, the
We
way you
obey
know
the
if an
Unity's
MMO
will.
is good and it had any sort
Civilian
of success
structure complete.
long-term over the span
Our
of many
fleet is
years,
trapped after
kinda looks
arriving
like
at a
real
phase jump inhibitor.
fucked up EKG,
We are
like it's
ready.
just pulse or something.
The
It never
future
healthy
is
or
ours.
stable, but it's there,
Say no
which is
more.
what counts. It's been quite a while since we've seen a real banger of an MMO. It kind of feels
I
like
feel like the
Where's the
last
target?
good MMO that's come out.
This volley's got your
New
name
World,
on
nobody
it.
plays New World. I'd say probably Lost Ark.
the MMO industry has always just been this game of king of the hill, and the ones at the top have ascended so high that there's really no catching up to them. It's really hard to imagine them being dethroned, and there's not going to be many that try. Because not only is developing a massive multiplayer online role-playing
An
game
allied capital
one of the
ship has
hardest
been
things you can
destroyed.
do as a video game developer, but it's also probably the dumbest
Civilian
thing you can
structure
do. You can't go
complete.
into
I think the problem is that people
We
are
await
trying to
the
make an
Unity's
MMO
command.
in the same way that you
The
made
Unity
MMOs
calls
in
us to
2000s.
action.
And like, I think the future of MMOs are going
Civilian
to be
structure
games like
complete.
Monster Hunter. They're going to be games like Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, where there are multiplayer online games, but you
Hostility
don't need
research
to
complete.
constantly
The
play with
completion
other
of this
people
item
all
makes
the
us
time. I
stronger.
think that like MMOs should shift from everything requires a group and like that mindset to shared world that people can cooperate in or not. I think that's what's going to start happening. That's
like
what
that
should
until
start
I
happening.
tell you about something that
I'm
someone
actually really
Powering
excited to see what's going
phase
to happen
engines.
with Monster Hunter Wilds, because I hope they're able to innovate that a bit farther.
Civilian
to tell you
structure
about.
complete.
So, 2023 was full of health issues for me, which led to a lot of involuntary weight loss. It wasn't fun. So this year I've made it a
Commerce
priority
upgrade
to make sure that
complete.
I'm getting everything I need for
We
both
shall do
mental
as
and
you
physical
command.
health, and AG1 is helping me do just that. It's got 75 different vitamins and minerals that supports body, brain, and gut health. Very important things to keep healthy. And
One of our
thing I love
allies
about
has
it is it
lost their
combats the visible
Titan.
signs of aging, which is incredibly important for me as Jagex continues to release quest after quest, making it impossible to end my series. AG1 can also help boost focus and mental clarity, and I've always struggled with sustaining energy throughout the day, and after a while of taking AG1, I noticed that I was not clawing and scratching for caffeine throughout the day. I just put
We
water in a
obey
little
the
bottle here.
Unity's
I do 8
will.
ounces of water
What
because
the
it
hell?
actually tastes good. I don't need to water it down at all. I shake it up a bunch, like get my cardio
Our
in for the day,
will
and I
is
drink it. It's a very easy
transcendent.
process. As someone who's trying to be super mindful,
Our will is
I
transcendent.
highly recommend giving
Civilian
AG1 a try.
structure
You can try it for
complete.
yourself
I've never
by
heard of
clicking
it
the link
before.
in the description, and you can get a free
Production
1-year
of the
supply
item is
vitamin
complete.
D3 plus K2.
Our
And
will
find
is
AG1 craft
transcendent.
for your first purchase. Big
So I
thank
should
you to
try it?
AG1
Well, I
for
don't
sponsoring
know.
today's video.
Yeah, I've never even
Our
heard of
will
that.
That got me
is
thinking about this the most.
transcendent.
It came from a situation that's been kind of brewing up over the last 3 years. In June 2021, Riot Games
Mining
proposed up on
upgrade
their
complete.
website, calling
We're
for any
making an
game
MMO.
developers that are
Civilian
wanting to
structure
enter the world
complete.
of MMORPGs
Revenge
with them. And this was
awaits.
amazing news because it's
We shall
pretty
do as
common
you
knowledge at
command.
this point that Riot Games tends to not miss. The things they've been making, pretty good. Well, the MMO community was welcoming them with open arms. If
Yeah.
you've kept up with the MMO world in the last 3-4 years, you know that the community is kind of still waiting for that game to come along that's just going to change everything. There was no real official news released for the next 2 years. The only set-in-stone thing we
Civilian
got
structure
was that
complete.
Greg Street, who
An
was the
ally has
producer of
lost
the
a
project,
starbase.
was leaving the
An
company.
allied
Pretty
world
soon
has
after,
fallen to the
he announced
enemy.
that he was launching his own company, making his own MMO. It was just very...
Well, they did one interview. Oh no, they actually did 2 interviews whenever I think about it. One interview was with Canon, who interviewed Ghostcrawler, Greg Street. And then the second interview was with Necrit, who interviewed some of the guys whenever he went to Riot. So they did 2 interviews about the game, and that was it.
Production of the item is
Because he was
complete.
extremely involved
Who
in the
needs air
community
support?
and just
Control
had a lot of
room
indicators
created.
that he really
Logistics
cared about
upgrade
this and was
complete.
going to do his best to make it an actual game-changing, enjoyable MMO.
Yeah.
Obviously, hope for the best. But now, about a year later, there's whispers and rumors that this
Yep.
Riot MMO might not even be
The
happening.
completion
Which
of this
honestly would be
item
the
makes
least
us
surprising thing
stronger.
I've heard in the last 3 hours, at least. Riot Games has set a huge bar for themselves, which
I
is
think that they're right for delaying it, by the way. I think that right now there's so much tech that's in transition that I think what they're worried about is something that's like actually super technical. Is they're worried about investing a lot into tech that's going to be totally outdated in 5 years. That's going
More
to effectively
credits
make
are
their
required.
game come out, and then within a year or 2 years or 6 months even, that game will still be outdated or immediately. Like AI innovation, the different types of like the way that like Unreal 5 can render things super fucking fast. I think that's the
logistics
reason
to
why. That's
unlock
why
more
they're stepping
civilian
back.
slots.
raised everybody's
We await the
expectations
Unity's
for every
command.
game they
Yeah.
ever make. I can't tell you
Submit
with
to the
confidence
Unity or
whether
be
or not this game's
eradicated.
happening or not. What I can tell you without a doubt is that it has been a
The completion
bumpy
of this
ride behind
item
the
makes
scenes.
us
And if you'd like to
stronger.
see what Riot is most likely fearing, if you look up New World's player count history and see how that unfolded, you can see just how risky it
Insufficient
is
metal.
to release
Civilian
an MMO
structure
in
complete.
the modern era of gaming. I've got a
Well, I mean, to be fair, I want to say too
Planet
that
item ready.
all of the problems with
Insufficient
New
metal.
World were correctly
Maximum
diagnosed
civilian
by
orbit
me
slots
in the
reached.
first beta, and I was right about everything, and they didn't listen to me.
Mining
And if
upgrade
they had,
complete.
the game would have been
Maximum
better.
civilian
So
orbit
just keep
slots
that in
reached.
mind, guys.
We have
760
cleansed the planet
hours
of
played
heathens.
on New World.
That's
And
more
was
than
part of
me.
the
Planet
community
joins
during
the
rise
Unity.
and
Wait, actually,
fall
is
of
it?
it. And I also saw how
The
quickly
maybe it's
that
not.
new and
Senses that an
refreshing
enemy has
ideas
finished a
can
powerful
completely
warship.
drain the life out of a player base if done incorrectly. New World game
Well,
design
this is the problem with the game. It's because it's fucking broken. It doesn't work. That's
Production
the
of
problem.
the
That's
item
it.
is complete.
It's broken.
We
Like the game is
are
broken. It doesn't
ready.
work. It's that simple.
caught up with itself.
What the
Not
fuck
really
is that?
sure how long that game's going to be up for. Probably some
We
of the most
await
fun
the
I've had
Unity's
gaming
command.
during its peak. And I really
We
wish things were
obey
handled
the
differently.
Unity's
I do.
will.
It wasn't in the condition
This game
it's
had
in
so
now.
much
It was a
potential.
good game.
It
with,
really
Some
did.
crucial things wrong with it ended up being the reason for its downfall. An MMO can only
Yeah,
handle
and
so many.
I knew all of them before the game came out.
The
and I tried
completion
to
of
tell
this
them
item
it
makes
was
us
amazing.
stronger.
Yeah, I was right about everything, as I said.
Mistakes to the point where even a company
Yeah.
that gets their funds from Amazon themselves
Right.
can't really do anything for you anymore. So there's been some sprinkles of MMO here and there, a lot of underwhelming
We seek
Kickstarter
minds to make our
projects, some that
own.
are in a permanent
Civilian
early access
structure
phase, ones
complete.
that scam hundreds
The
of
Unity
thousands of
calls
dollars
us to
somehow. But in the
action.
last like 5 years, I think
Revenge
New World
awaits.
and
Lost
Lost
Ark,
Ark
yeah.
are the
Powering
only two
phase
MMOs that can
engines.
claim they've had any
Planet
kind of
item
success.
ready.
I've never played Lost
We
Ark
obey
before. I
the
tried looking up
Unity's
some stuff to
will.
get some more insight about
We
it.
shall
but just
do
like
as
any
you
MMO,
command.
try to get information
Mining
on it.
upgrade
Players
complete.
that have hundreds or thousands of hours just complaining about things, not giving any real insight to the casual experience of the game.
The game
We
is not
obey
very good
the
for
Unity's
casual players
will.
because of how fast they release updates and the game's pay to win. So it's like, in my opinion, you can't have a successful MMO that's pay to win. Like, if Lost Ark wasn't pay to win, it wouldn't be a good game. It still would not be a good
Production
game, but it
of
would be
the
a much better
item
game.
is complete.
Like, the fact that Lost Ark is isometric is garbage. It's just stupid. And the graphics for the game suck. Like, that's all there is to it. Straight up. I think that, and the reason why this is super important is because having games that have like free look camera where you can actually immerse yourself in the world, it adds an extra level of escapism. And for me, having an isometric camera really, really makes it hard for me to get into a game. It does. Now, I played Lost Ark. I have over 1,000 hours in Lost Ark. I have the Golden Horse in Lost Ark. I cleared all the raids at the time that I was playing the game.
At a phase jump
However,
inhibitor.
it is, it's just a grind fest. It's not well designed.
We await
And I
the
said
unity's
it
command.
whenever I stopped playing the game. They have to do 3 apology streams.
What I can tell you is that it's nowhere near competing with the top dogs.
Yeah, even the Koreans like have turned on Lost
Logistics
Ark. They're
upgrade
going back to
complete.
MapleStory. What the fuck? How do you let that happen?
World. So between Riot's situation and New World's fumble, it got me thinking,
Planet item ready.
why is this so hard? What is going on?
It's because the game's pay to win.
Our will is transcendent.
Like, New World doesn't work, and Lost Ark's pay to win. That's why. Nobody wants to play a
Defilers
fucking
encroach
game
upon
and
us.
spend, 300 hours farming the same
Your
Guardian.
presence is strong.
That sucks. Why would anybody want to do that?
Making an MMO has to be the most irresponsible, stupidest idea you could ever go through with. In the last
Production
10
of the item is
there have been
complete.
20 MMOs.
Camelot
Notable
Unchained, I
Civilian
forgot
structure
about that.
complete.
And 12 of
Scryers
those
have located a
still
divine
up.
artifact.
There's been more
Behold its
than
power.
20 MMOs released,
Exotics
but
have been
not counting
unveiled
the
by our
ones that
scryers.
Right, Haze finds buried
Yeah.
in the deepest depths of the deep web. That peaked at 23 concurrent
Mining
players.
upgrade complete.
They don't really count.
Desecrators
right now.
assault our
Definitely,
world.
Yeah, they're not
Dark
real
Age.
games.
Now, I would say when World of Warcraft went live in 2004,
Our shields are offline.
that's when the true golden age started. Some may say that when Ultima Online came out,
Armor
it kind of changed the game. I don't
Only
really
the
think MMOs
unity
really
can save us
existed
now.
without WoW. It doesn't feel right.
Yeah, WoW was
WoW
the game.
did for MMOs what Fortnite did to Battle Royale. You may
Yeah.
have noticed once Fortnite saw success in its little side game mode of Battle Royale that wasn't even what they wanted
Revenge
the players to
awaits.
try. It caused about
Severe damage sustained. All systems are failing.
The anima are
you can
restless.
build a long-term player base with
We
as much
seek
success
minds
as
to
it
make
has,
our
as much
own.
money as it generated.
They
Not
will
only with
join
the
us
initial
or
launch in
die.
2004,
The
but with its
unity will
expansions in
survive
2007
this
and
loss.
on.
Well, you've also got to keep in mind, like, WoW had Warcraft 3 and Warcraft 2 fan base. Warcraft 3 was one of the most popular games back in the day, and so was Diablo 2, and so was StarCraft. So it's not like World of Warcraft came out of nowhere. It was kind of like if From Software or Riot came out with an MMO that was like a Dark Souls or an Elden
Production
Ring
of the
or a
item
League of
is
Legends
complete.
MMO.
Logistics upgrade complete.
It went fucking
We
crazy.
await the unity's command.
It was
The
like
Unity
basically
has
the
fallen
best
silent
company
on one of
makes
our
the biggest game.
planets.
How do you not convince investors to let you try and build another WoW? So once this
Yeah.
gold rush
Just say
started,
the word.
much like the Battle
Legal
Royale
now,
boom, we
yes?
also got a few really, really good games to emerge alongside WoW. They're still here, people playing them. We also got
Our
an
vengeance is
overwhelming
yours.
amount.
In my opinion, I've looked at a lot of these other games. I think
The
they're all
unity
trash.
calls us to action.
They're just bad games.
You
Straight
pick
up,
'em,
they're bad
I'll
games.
stick 'em.
They don't play
You got
well.
it.
The gameplay sucks. The responsiveness of the
We
game
have
is bad.
cleansed the planet of
It
heathens.
just looks like garbage. It's just trash. Why would it like? I feel like people like trying to make bad games seem appealing, but you're not fooling anybody. They all were trash. That's why they died.
of stinkers, some real
They all
stinkers that are
suck
not
dick.
around anymore. MMOs were peaking in the mid-2000s. It was the thing to do. It was the style of game that players wanted to play.